Back at Like a Crack Addict with a Bad Habit. We out here. NYC with it. We here in the EBNTV studios. You know, we back at it. You know what I'm saying? We move this light real quick. Word. So we here again at Think Like a Woman. Okay? Your favorite light skin is back on the camera. You know what I'm saying? No cappy. So today's video of Think Like a Woman. Why she plays mind games. Why do women play mind games? Now, we're going to dive into it because in case you didn't know, women play mind games a lot, okay? They love the mind games. I'm going to tell you a little reasons why I believe that they go ahead and they play these mind games, okay? So when it comes to mind games, it's about winning the game, okay? And a lot of women that have been through things, they not trying to get abused mentally or physically because some of y'all weirdo men, y'all be doing that. Y'all be weird. Y'all be physically abusing women that don't want you, doing all types of weirdo stuff. So if a woman can combat that as much as possible, she gonna do that. Okay, if she can get in your head before you get in hers, and she can figure out what she's trying to do before you do it, then she can win the game. She's trying to win the game. She's thinking ahead of you. So I'm here to help you think ahead of them. That's what I be doing. I play chess, not checkers. I'm here to win the game. I'm not just gonna throw this piece. I'm going to see what you did. I'm going to evaluate what you did, and then I'm going to throw my piece. You know what I'm saying? And my piece is usually going to try to get you in here, right? Some ways I play mind games back because, you know, some girls play hard to get. Honestly, most girls play hard to get, and it's all just a big mind game. They could want you, but they'll still play hard to get because they don't want it to be too easy. If it's too easy for you, then especially if they like you, if it's too easy, then they feel like you will automatically treat them like any other girl. If it's way too easy. If it's way too easy, then they won't be special because you won't treat them special if you just give it up too easy. Now, if they didn't really want you to that deep anyway, then, you know, it may just take a little couple pokes and then they'll just do whatever they was going to do regardless. But if they respect themselves and they actually want you in a certain type of way, then they're going to make sure that they play these games to see where your head is at, right? So if they're not looking for just intercourse, because some women are not just looking for intercourse. Some of them are actually looking for long-term things, especially if they maybe already went through a certain point in their life where they was just sitting on eggplants, right? If they out here just sitting on eggplants for a certain point in their life, they're not trying to do that no more. They don't care about it no more. You feel me? At some point, they're looking for love. Every hoe is going to look for love at some point. She might be a hoe for a certain period of time, but every hoe is going to look for love at one point in time. I'm just keeping it up. These are facts. A hoe don't want to be a hoe forever. It ain't fun being a hoe forever. I'm gonna keep it on it. Now, don't get it misconstrued. I feel like everybody should go through their little hoe phase because if you get into a relationship and that person has done way more than you, then you're gonna be upset. Or if you just haven't built up that experience and say you're not providing a good experience to your partner, that partner's gonna leave you and look for something better. Because people always do what's in their best interest, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, somebody's always gonna think about what's in their best interest over what's in, you know, someone else's best interest, right? So these mind games really just help them get into your head to see what you about to do. So you have to be ahead of them. You have to think whatever move you about to make, you have to feel like you know what they gonna say or do after you make that move. Because if you're not thinking about what they gonna do, for me personally, I always think about what someone's gonna, what is the action to my action? What is the reaction to my action? So whatever your action is, I'm always thinking about what my action is and then what your reaction is gonna be to my action, if I care. Now, if I don't really care what you think about what I'm going to do, then I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But I might still think about it just so I know what it is. Just so I can prepare myself to know, okay, this is what they would do if I do this. So I can pre-predict it. I can be prepared. I like to be prepared. I don't like to walk into, I'm not that black guy that's just running into the rooms like they hear the noise. What? This is not a scary movie in 2005, okay? I'm not here to hear that. I hear the scream running. Let me go, oh yeah, what's in the door? No. You know what I'm saying? I want to prepare to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Preparation will provide positive results. Okay, you got to prepare yourself. Women are literally asking you questions just to see what the answer is going to be. And they play these mind games to see where your head is at. See where if it aligns with whatever they got going on. Now, really and truly, understand, there's mad women in this world. There's mad women in this world. You got one girl, you can find another girl that looks exactly like her. or at least very similar. We all have doppelgangers in this world. There's somebody that looks like me. There's somebody that looks like you. Okay, facts. So, don't be too pressed about this one girl. Make sure that if she's playing these mind games, you make her understand I'm not with these mind games. But you could play the game too. Depending on how much you want this girl, you could play the game too, right? A girl that I'm trying, trying to take on a little date, whatever. I asked her on the date. She said, okay. And then I'm like, okay, boom, I'm in there, right? Told her time, location. I'm like, okay, get the number. Shawty said, oh, to be honest, I don't get my number out to people I don't know like that. So I could think about it like this, right? Are you serious? Like, so you down to just go on a date with me, but you're not down to give me your number? Like, what are you talking about, right? But being that, and these things also work on a case by case basis, right? Being that I've done a little bit of research on this girl, saying I've known her for a little bit, whatever. So, she seemed like one of them girls that it probably, I feel like other guys are probably asking her on dates too, but she said yes to me. So, and I took that into account because she got a little bit of, following, whatever. So I feel like, and she's an attractive woman. So I feel like other people are probably throwing themselves at her and she's denying them, but she's down to go out with me, right? Another way to play that game too, and how I play mind games back. Because if I'm interested in the game and I'm interested in that girl, I'm gonna play the game because most girls are gonna play the game, okay? Even if they throw themselves at you a little bit, they're still looking for you to play that game and play back and forth with them, or they're gone. You know what I'm saying? Because especially if a girl is down to show you that she's messing with you, she's down to do that with somebody else. Word. So if you're not playing the game back and you just don't care, then that energy is gonna be reciprocated at some point. It may not be reciprocated off rip, but if she sees that she's throwing it at you and you're not even catching it, she gone. You feel me? So how I play the game back, I ain't even tell Shorty she was attractive. Cause me, you attractive. Now, a baddie, we're talking about baddie, because I think she's a baddie, right? If you're talking about baddies know they're attractive. You wanna know how baddies know they're attractive? Because guys will literally tell them that they're attractive every 5 seconds of their life, bro. Like, that's some guy's only way of interacting with a girl if she's attractive, by telling them they're attractive every 5 seconds. You know what I'm saying? I realized that is not the vibes, bro. I used to treat this one girl that I was talking to like she was the most beautiful girl in the world, bro. There's times I would literally just stare at her. Just because, I don't know, I just thought she was so bad. I don't know what it was. I was just so infatuated by her, right? There's points that we eating, and I'm just looking at her, and I'm like, oh, does it make you uncomfortable when I'm looking at you? And she's like, oh, I'm used to it. She's a very confident girl, which I respected. I heavily respect confidence, right? I'm a very confident dude, right? But I don't know. That's a whole different situation for a different day, because it's not like her confidence meant that I felt like she didn't want me over other guys, right? Because she did. She definitely did show ways that she wanted me. But that was a whole long-term thing, long-term relationship, long distance relationship type thing. So that's really in my head why I don't think that really worked out. But in terms of playing mind games, I did not tell that girl that I thought she was attractive because you're attractive. I can also tell by a certain way she interacts with, her stories and her audience that watches her. I can tell that she knows that she's attractive. So I'm not going to tell you you're attractive. You and I both know. What I said was I'm interested in getting to know you further, because at the end of the day, your looks means nothing to me. I can get another girl that looks attractive. But if you a bimbo or we can't have good conversation, it's over. I have no interest in you. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing that she'll realize if you watch this video and you have the inability to bag a girl that is universally looked at least over an 8.5. If you have not gained that ability, which I hope I can actually help you do that, but if you have not gained that skill yet, you'll understand that the looks mean nothing, bro. It means nothing, bro. Don't be nervous by how someone looks. The attractiveness, it means nothing, bro. I'm telling you, it means nothing. It's good to have someone to look at, right? I'm not gonna sit here and say that looks don't matter, because they definitely do. I'm sorry, they matter. At least to men, most men, and me, it matters, right? I can't sit there looking at a girl, bring her outside if I barely think she's attractive. It can't happen. Just because she had a nice personality. Now, some women will do that because they would rather not have that stress of dating an attractive guy, right? I didn't say this. A lot of women have told me this. But, as long as you bring a certain level of confidence to the table, you all right. But in terms of men and me, looks definitely matter. However, I definitely need to have a constructive, or we have to be able to have like intellectual conversation. Because, you know, if there's several girls I've talked to that y'all speak a certain level of words, whatever, and they think that, you know, I'm trying to be something, like I'm trying to do too much, or I think I'm smarter than everybody. That's not what it is. I just like using big words. I know more words than the average 3-letter words, so I use them. You know, increase your vocabulary as well. That'll throw a girl off. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I use bigger words than girls even know what it is. Now they gotta look it up. You know what I'm saying? Now they know I'm smarter than them. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, that knowing words doesn't necessarily mean you're smarter than them, but at least I took the time out to increase my vocabulary and separate myself from the pack, right? Mind games are important in playing the game of securing, especially, you know, I'll say securing women, securing a partner, and especially securing a above average looking individual. You have to play the game. Have to play the game. I understand. Me, I didn't want to play the game for mad long at some point, but I had to play it if I wanted to win. And you guys already know how we get down at this channel. And I'm going to say it in the outro. I ain't even going to say it right now. You know what I'm saying? But why women play mind games. Hopefully I provided you some insight. Okay, make sure you go ahead and click that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Other people need to see this content, bro. I'm telling you. I'm a young dude, but I went through mad stuff, bro, in my life, bro. I'm telling you. I went through mad stuff in my life, and I want to share that with you. I'm here now. I didn't learn the game. A lot of people not going to teach you the game because they think that it's going to hurt them in being able to get more women, right? That's not going to stop me. If you a girl out there that like me and you think I'm attractive, I'm telling you, just because I went through mad stuff for girls, all it means is I'm experienced. So I know how to treat you. That's all it is, bruh. Trust me. All it means is that I know how to treat you because I done been through my stuff. It don't mean that I done spread my loins. I didn't open my thighs mad enough. I have not done either one of those in abundance. I'm telling you. All it means of me being able to teach other people is that I know how to treat you. So I'm trying to teach other people how to, you know, treat women. And how to win the game before the game beats you. Tail out.